In today's video, I want to talk about the reasons why I decided to buy Solana's native coin called Sol. And reason number one is because I do believe that Solana is amazing. Solana is fast, it's decentralized, and it's highly scalable. Solana currently has over 1,800 validators, which I think is very impressive. However, it doesn't end there because Solana is doing very well as of right now, in my opinion. In fact, currently, Solana has been able to process over 197 billion transactions. And also on top of that, Solana already has over 400 decentralized applications built on it already. Furthermore, something that I find very fascinating about Solana is the fact that Solana is incredibly energy efficient. In fact, per year, Solana uses 99.9% less energy than Bitcoin. Something that I find very special about Solana is the fact that Solana has one of the best staking ratios out there, in my opinion. For example, when we take a look at Solana's staking ratio, it's actually higher than Cardano, Avalanche, Polkadot, Phantom, Near, and Polygon, which I think is very impressive. When I consider just how amazing Solana is, I truly do believe that Solana, in terms of fundamentals, is one of the best out there. In fact, I do believe that Solana is one of the best layer 1 blockchains out there right now. And the second reason why I decided to buy Sol is because I do believe that Sol has such an incredible risk to reward ratio for me. And what I mean by that is, by me buying Sol right now, I am not risking to lose that much in order to potentially gain a lot in the future. And the reason why I think that way is because when I take a look at Sol right now, Sol is currently down over 10 times from its all-time high price. However, on the flip side, I do not believe that Sol can go over 10 times lower in price from where it is right here, right now. I just don't think that's possible. Yeah, sure, if I buy Sol right now, the price of Sol could go lower. But the way I view it is that the potential upside of Sol greatly outweighs its potential downside. I do believe that Sol is much closer to a bottom than it is a top. And the third reason why I decided to buy Sol is because Solana is heavily focused on NFTs. In fact, on Solana, there is already over 8.5 million number of NFT wallets, and currently there is over 32 million NFTs minted on Solana already. And I think all of this right here is amazing. And the reason why I say that is because when I take a look at the NFT market, the NFT market, in my opinion, has such incredible potential. For example, if we take a look at this, according to Grandview Research, in the next 7 years, they are predicting that the NFT market is expected to be worth over $211 billion, which I think is a very mind-blowing amount. I think the potential of the NFT market can't be underestimated. And I do believe that moving forward, as the NFT market continues to grow, so will amazing blockchains, much like Solana, that are heavily focused on NFTs. When I consider Sol's risk-to-reward ratio, and when I consider Solana's fundamentals, and last but not least, when I consider how Solana is heavily focused on NFTs, I truly do believe that Sol is such a no-brainer pick for me, and that is why I am buying Sol. I believe that Solana is incredible. However, that is not financial advice, that is just my opinion only. But with that being said, some people, they may be wondering, why am I buying Sol right now? And why am I continuing to buy Sol, even despite the SEC labeling Sol as a security not too long ago? Some people may be wondering that, and for the people who may be wondering, my response is this. First of all, the SEC, they are just alleging that Sol is a security. It doesn't mean that Sol actually is. And also on top of that, for the SEC to actually go through that whole process of trying to label Sol as a security, that whole legal process is going to take multiple years, in my opinion. If we take a look at the SEC, they sued Ripple over 2 years ago. And even still, despite that, they haven't even been able to prove that XRP is a security. So the way I view it is that before the SEC can even fully pursue Solana, I think the next bull run would have already happened anyways. So I do believe that Sol will be just fine during the next bull run. Personally speaking, I am going to continue to dollar cost average into Sol and just prepare myself for the next bull run. And if you want to know my price predictions for Sol in 2025, make sure to go ahead and click on this thumbnail right here. It's a very fantastic video, and I think you all would really love it.